Hi friends, welcome back to Tulsi Tech and Creatives. Guys, today we are going to discuss about EFK. EFK stands for Elasticsearch, Fluentd and Kibana. Guys, this is very important topic. So we need to fetch the logs. Like for example, like we are working on cluster setup. For example, there is multiple clusters are there, like EKS and Azure AKS and Kubernetes, Minikube. Like in our channel we have EKS and Kubernetes setup also. If you want, you can go through that previous videos. And that like we are working on that cluster setup. Like inside the cluster we are running our application for, we are running for different microservices, so that we need to monitor the logs. Like for example, suddenly cluster is going to down, worker nodes are down, like our application is going to down, pods are getting crash loop backups. Is there any pending issue? Pods are getting pending issues, like any application, like passwords and any credentials are missing, like all the details, like whatever inside a cluster is running, all the details you need to see this in these logs. So that's why we, like most of the peoples are prefer this on EFK. So that today we are going to discuss about this EFK. There is a two methods we are going to discuss of this topic. First we are going to discuss on using YAML files. Using YAML files, first method. Today we are going to discuss about this, and tomorrow we can do using Helm. Second method we are going to discuss about using Helm, how we can install EFK. This is the second method. First we are going to do this using YAML files, and second we are going to use using Helm, how to install the EFK. So there is a multiple steps we need to follow. So below the steps is there. First we need to create the cluster setup is already done at my end. Already is cluster setup is ready at my end. So I'm directly installing EFK. So you guys first need to install cluster. If you are already working on cluster, then you can follow the below steps. If you don't have any idea how to install cluster, you need to go through our videos. Previously it is there EFK, how to install EKS and Kubernetes also, so that will help previous videos. So in my cluster is already ready. I am directly going to install an EFK in my cluster. So let me go through the hands-on. We'll go for the practical session now. So these are the steps. First I am going to install namespaces and install config maps on Fluentd and daemons it, and Elasticsearch and Kibana I am installing. This is demo purpose I am doing. So you guys can install real time. If you want to install real time, you can use the stateful set. So I am demo purpose I am going to use like deployments only, Elasticsearch and Kibana. And in real time now you need to create the stateful set, so then only your cluster will green every time healthy. So if you are using deployment after 1 month, so it will storage will be full, your log storage, and indexes also it will going to full. So after that your cluster, your EFK cluster will be down. So that's why I'm saying, in you are going to production setup, you can use the stateful set and PV and PVC also. Okay, without any delay we can go for the practical session. So this is my cluster. Let me, I think, refresh. Session got expired. Let me refresh 1 minute. Okay, disconnected. I'm refreshing this. Okay, now I'm connected my server. Let me check work nodes. My nodes are ready. I'm using one like 4 CPUs and T2 medium server. I'm using one work node and one is the master. So what we can do, there is I have already my GitHub is there. You can go to my GitHub directly. This is the EFK inside the Kumar EFK. I will share you this clone. You can clone it directly and go to my sorry. This is using Helm. This is without Helm. This like tomorrow we can go for this. Today we are going to do this without Helm. How we can install. This is without Helm we are going to install today. This is the like folder structure to YAML file, and this is also it is there without Helm, but here the login credentials are not there. Login credential means you are not able to enter the credential. Without credential it is logging directly in Kibana. So with credentials we can use these YAML files. Let me clone it. Okay, first I will explain, then I will clone it. See, here is there is a many YAML files are there. First is the Elasticsearch, Fluentd config map, rollback authentication, Fluentd YAML files, schema, and this is how to create the secrets. In this test file, you can get the how to create the secrets. Also username password. Let me open first one by one. Let me open the Elasticsearch first. I am using deployment. Previously I discussed. So if you want, you can use it like stateful set also. I am using this image Elasticsearch 7.9.1. If you want to upgrade 7.2 point something, you can upgrade it to your image. And if you want to increase the replica, you can increase the replica using this. And here is the main important note. You can remember this whenever you are going to use EFK. If you want to enable the security, you can enable the security is that value is true, and EFK password and credential. In this credential I am creating username password, that I will show you how we can create. And also Elasticsearch service also we are using, and I am using cluster IP, so I am not exposing Elasticsearch here, and directly I am exposing node port. If you want to expose outside, you can use node port and use the :9200 port. Okay, this is Elasticsearch YAML file. Next go to Kibana. Remember one thing, Elasticsearch and Kibana with interlink we need to use. Like how we can do the interconnectivity. Let me do it. Kibana we are using also deployment. You can use replica if you want to increase. Image I am using 7.9. If you want to increase, you can increase the version also. Latest version, image version. Here you can see how we can adding the Elasticsearch details in Kibana YAML file. Inside the environment variable, you can use username, sorry, URL. My service name is Elasticsearch 9200, and also host you need to use 9200. Actually I am using default namespace, so if you guys are using any different namespace, so here you need to mention namespace name also, and also here you need to mention Elasticsearch dot something your namespace. So let me show you that. I will show you in that uh, like Fluentd namespace. So Fluentd YAML files, how I can mention URL. Same URL you can mention here if you want to use different namespace. Actually I am using default namespace Elasticsearch and Kibana, so that's why I am not using any service name. So if you want to use it different namespace, you can use it. And Elasticsearch username I mentioned, password I am using hiding, that's why I am using credential secrets. Inside the secrets I am putting the password. Same Kibana service also I am using. I'm using cluster IP, like I will change after deployment and node port to expose outside. Okay, this is Kibana. Now we can go for the Fluentd config map. Fluentd config map, I am using config map and also Fluentd like config map name, metadata name, and Fluentd also. Here very important things in the Fluentd what to like main function is it will collect the logs in all the worker nodes and like whatever connecting the pods and microservices nodes everything it will fetch the logs using like Docker containers. Like if you are running Docker container it will fetch the container logs. If you are using pod also it is running container only, right? So by default logs are like storing into the inside the log container. There I am using star, it will fetch all the logs whatever logs in come to the that location. And if you are using like slash fluentd, if you need to go inside the pod and check that fluent also storing the logs or not inside this location. Next, these SSLs are everything is by default. I'm not taking anywhere. By default, YAML files it is showing. And pod fluent with YAML file here also same container docs for like pod, like any pods we are like running microservices, which is fetching the same path. And fluent bit match equal to star star. If you are using star star, it will get it will connect all the like uh, like statements like services and any daemon sets, stateful sets and config maps, cluster role bindings, all the things it will fetch it. Here is the main part. Here you can see Elasticsearch Kibana. Actually, I need to change this. I'm using default namespace. Let me show you that. Okay, let me open one more tab. Actually, I need to change here. EFK, go to EFK. Using with Helm, using with Helm logs dash. Enter inside the template from the config. See, here is the updated one. If you are using default namespace, you need to change it like this. Okay. Actually, in that time I did manually, so I need to update this. Okay, here you can update if you are using default. If you are using any different namespace on Elasticsearch and Kibana, you can change it here default to your namespace. Okay, this is the config web mesh. Go to the daemon set. Fluentd daemon set. Here is the daemon set I am using Fluentd. like here also same namespace name I'm using Fluentd, and replica I'm using one. If you want you can increase it. Image name also I'm using. Here also I need to change it, that service name. Okay, Elasticsearch user and username password, and the same slash varlog container. Updated on stick service name. Okay. Next, finally, we have rollback YAML files. Here I am using service account, cluster role binding, and cluster role. Like this will access the all namespaces, all the list and get whatever including in the cluster. It will access the full authority. Okay, this is how EFK will work. Let me clone this. I think this session will again got disconnected. No issue. We will wait for 1 minute. Here is a readme file also there. If you are not familiar, you just edit here. I think if you are going to edit now, you will get the clear picture what we can do, like how we can follow the steps. Here everything is mentioned. You just follow the steps clearly, and the secrets we need to mention. How to create the scripts. Here is the comments. Paste it. Okay, we are going to use now. You can let me connect server. Okay, first I am cloning this. EFK. Here, first we can go for the step by step. Let me create the namespace. Now apply the config map. Now apply the Fluentd rollback YAML file. Now apply the Fluentd YAML file. Here you can see service, rollback, cluster role, all three class created. Okay, now check the pods. Okay, my pod is up and running. Now same thing, create the namespace. I'm using default namespace. If you want to create the namespace, you can create the namespace. And I'm applying Elasticsearch YAML file, kubectl apply, open here. I am using directly this. It got created deployments and services both. Now after that you can check the pods also. Let me check the pods. Get pods. Pod got installation. We need to wait for this. My pod is running. Now I am going to apply CTL. Apply Kibana. I am installing Kibana now. Kibana got installed. Kibana is created. Service also is created. Now check the pods again. Container still is creating. We need to wait for this. Okay, this is the commands to create. And if you want to use the like actually previously cluster IP, right? If you want to forward the using like your cluster IP, you can use the port forward command. Okay, let me check. Okay, now it is up and running. Now let me check the service which got created or not. Okay, my service also created. Let me change that service to cluster IP to node port. Here you can take the format in Google how to change cluster IP to node port. You just change the type only, cluster IP to node port, service type. Here you can change it type cluster IP to node port. Let me change this. Now my IP Kibana service it got changed to cluster IP to node port. This port you need to allow your security group. Actually I have allowed my security group all the ports. Let me show you what are the ports I have allowed. See, all traffics I have allowed in my security group, and also I have allowed 5601 port, internal port also, and all TCP traffic I have allowed, all traffics I have allowed. So that's why it will work in my. You need to allow your node port type, your node port, this 3170. Your end it will get separate different port. You can allow it. Let me go there. This is my master IP. Let me copy and connect. Paste. What is the my node port? 31709. 31709. Hit this. See, I am able to open my Elasticsearch page. See, here I am able to open my Elasticsearch page. Let me explore my own and discourse. Here it is asking to create the container. Okay, create the index. Check new data is coming. I think something issue. QCTL ports open Fluentd. Somewhere it is taking different host. Okay, let me edit this. Okay, actually I need to implement password files, right? Hmm. Okay, we can do it now. I did mistake. Let me change it this. Okay, just you guys can stay for 5 minutes. We will debug something here. Actually, I implemented different YAML files, so we need to do it actually that with password. So I implemented different. I'm changing directly YAML files. My system YAML files. I'm not changing there in my GitHub. You guys can like watch properly here what I am doing. CTU apply. First I'm applying config map. Now I'm changing. Now we can check the logs. It's switching properly or not. Still it is terminating stage. We need to wait for this. And also with password also we need to do some changes if you want to enable your password. So that changes also I will show you how we can do. Now it's running. Let me check the logs. Okay, now it's up and running. Now check the logs are switching or not. Still it is taking time. Still it is taking time. Okay, now data is fetching. Now we are creating the index. Go to next step. Here we just select the timestamp and create the index. Now your index got created. Now go to the discover. Here you are able to see your all cluster logs. See, everything is there. I will show you one sample pod I will install, and I will show you how we can check the logs. Here is the counter.ml. You see it here. Apply counter.ml file. It got created. You see it here. Get pods. See my counter.ml file. It's running. Now just search the logs in manually. See, these are the logs you are getting, right? You just search this pod into this your Kibana. Let me refresh. See, just see event here. See event here. This is my counter pod. Let me search. See, I am getting default namespace. My pod is available. Message also you will see. This is the message. Okay, this how you can search it your any other details also using your keywords. Okay, now we can go for let me enable the authentication. First I'm changing the Elasticsearch but actually time is getting. Let me change this. Actually I'm lacking that. Okay, let me take compare. First go to with password YAML files, Elasticsearch. You need to enable your XPack. Sorry, I'm copying one thing. Okay, next. Okay, this is Elasticsearch. I need to update. Okay, format is correct. Now again you need to update Kibana YAML file. Here also you need to update the Elasticsearch details. To Kibana. Let me update username password. Okay, username I am updating. Password I am storing inside the secrets. Okay. Now save this Kibana also. Now we need to change daemon set config map. Here also you need to update set config map. Username, password. Okay, then remaining will be same. Now change the daemon set file. After group number, fetch the username. Let me go to now password. Hmm, 2 minutes it will, we can finish this. Actually I forget to implement before. Something is wrong. Okay, that's done. Let me save it. Now create the secrets. And create the using Fluentd space also. If you want, you can use same namespace for all also. There is no issue. Now, 1 minute, I'm getting one call.
హలో
Yes.
మళ్ళీ మాట్లాడండి.
నేను కాల్లో చేస్తాను. Let me implement this kubectl apply. Elasticsearch and Kibana. And config map. So modify. Okay, let me check the ports. That is sequence of words created. Space. This the namespace. It's running now. I think got SCC. It will change this change it again. Okay, we changed this cluster IP to an output. Now port got different. Let me change this. Let me take master IP and paste it. Number 31733. Okay, now we are getting with credentials dashboard. Here, what is my username? My username is Elastic. My password is Kibana. Okay, now I am able to log in with credentials. This is how you guys can work, like how you are going to implement the with credential and without credential, how you guys can push the logs, like everything. I have shown you like in depth details. I think this is enough for working on this Elasticsearch and Kibana Fluentd. If you want to like explore many things, you can search it on Google also. How we can do it. But this is the I'm thinking this is the best video I'm going. So you guys can like do it and practice at your end also. Then you will get it everything full knowledge on EFK. So that's it guys today topic. Tomorrow we will meet on using with LM deployments. Okay. Thanks guys. Bye.